So here's the problem. My Bobcat Mini 435 ZHS 2008 mini excavator here has a severe oil leak, and I got to get it done. I got to figure out how to get the 3 lines that I've identified as leaking out of it. It's gonna get over 104 today, so I'm gonna put up this sun shelter. At least give me a little bit of shade, because I'm right out. As soon as this sun moves, I'm right out in the middle of nothing but heat. So I have this oil leak on my mini excavator, and it's bad. You can see the trail coming from there. And then I parked it there, and it leaked oil the whole time. I was operating, and I left a trail of oil everywhere I drove, and I found out that it's coming out of this side of the excavator from the hoses down in there. Let's see if I can get you a picture. Well, the hose down by that blue rag. I'll go underneath. You can see where it's leaking underneath, and that's even when it's shut down. So let's take a look up in there and see what is leaking where. So what I've found here is I have 2 lines that are leaking. This larger one shows a visible wear up on top, and this smaller one that goes up here into what looks to be an auxiliary valve of some sort, but you can see how bad that worn is there. So possibly a 3rd line. These were all rubbing on each other, so possibly 3 lines here. This one's dripping really bad, this little one, and then this larger one here, which also goes up into that filter right there. So all 3 of these lines need to be checked out. The problem is, where do they go? Well, this one looks like terminates over here and there, so that one's short and easy to get at. But these other 2 go clear up inside, way up inside. They go up into the right-hand control assembly in the cab. So let's go around and take a look. So I pulled off the floor mat and then the main floor plate here under the feet, and you can see the lines coming up from below, coming up into the control here. Let's see, can't really get a good picture up inside there. So it looks to me like I have to take that whole tower assembly off, which means this seat has to come out. I think there's 4 bolts, 2 on each side back here, that I have to take out. Those 2 and 2 more on the other side. So here's the bolts that came out of the floor. I'm not sure what this tank here is and what those lines are, but I have a lot of leakage here in this valve as well. So I gotta get into it deeper. The question is, how far do I go before I give up and get some help? I know I can take out the seat, and I probably can take out whatever over here needs to come out, the heating and ventilation, and probably can take out that module over there, and hopefully I can get at all of the lines, but I don't know. I looked at the manuals, and I'm not certain. Anyway, I'm gonna dig in, starting with the seat. There's no point in having it on. I can't really operate because as soon as I do, it spews out under pressure. So that's where I'm at today. Let's see where we go. Oh, I'm gonna get these bolts off now. I already took the ones off of the other side. I gotta use an extension to get back there. Can't get a wrench in back there. This is the first step. We'll get the seat out. Wow, that seat's a lot heavier than I thought it was. It's kind of hard for soft old man to get out, but I'm getting there. It's all unbolted. Just got to pull it out now. Let's see. It's one step at a time. Keep on moving. So I wrestled with it for a while, trying to get the seat out the door. I'm all out of breath and sweaty. I think I should take it out through the window. The windows looks wider anyway than the door. I'm kind of thinking I can just bring it up and over. So that's my next attempt. I got it back in and started out the window. That is much easier. Still hard for me. I guess being 65 years old, almost, I'm only 64, but spending the last 40 years inside of an office hasn't left me with all of the resources I need. Anyway, let's get that out of there and see what we can do about getting into that console over there. There, I got the seat out, came out through the window, just lean it forward, and pulling it on through the window was by far easier than trying to wrestle it to get it out through the door. So now the next step, I guess, is to figure out how to take apart that console over there so that I can get to the valves that are up in there, the other end of the hoses that are leaking down way down in there where you can't really see. Anyway, today's my beautiful wife's birthday, and rather than being out here in 110 degree, even though, well, it's only supposed to be 105 degrees today, but even though I put up a sunshade, which is going to be real effective in about 20 minutes, I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to go up to the top of the property and see what's going on with the excavation work up there. We had to take out all the trees up top because we're going to have to make a new road that's better than the road that I put in last year, which has too steep a grade. Anyway, let's go up there and see what's going on. So that's Keenan Reinhardt of Hardtscape Contracting, moving the topsoil off. All these, there was trees everywhere up here until yesterday when Tony from his team operated that Volvo and took all the trees down and processed all those over there, and the small ratty trees went into this big brush pile here. Still got those trees over there to work with, but this is all going to come down probably at least 4 feet, probably 5 or maybe more. So the road's gonna work its way from way over there around the backside of our property down in that draw, around that corner, and then be a long ramp down the hill, and our house will sit right up here on top of all this, which These trees unfortunately are gonna have to come out. As you can see, some of them are dead from, I think, from bug and also the stress of the road we cut in down there last year. But the plan is to have that beautiful lake view up here when we're done, and it's starting, so we'll just keep an eye on this. I'll try to get some video of this up on the web, on the internet, get some good footage of the progress as we go along, because it's going to be a big change, and eventually this is where we're planning on spending the next part of our life, Megan and I. So I want to get down, spend some time with Megan on her birthday, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.